And saddened. Those are just a few of the words coming from some of the Lowndes County Board of Supervisors in light of recent comments made by President Harry Sanders in yesterday's, or rather this morning's, commercial dispatch. Now here's a look at that quote from this morning. This is what it reads. It reads, "In my opinion, they were slaves, and because of that, they didn't have to go out and earn money. They didn't have to do anything." He also added, "Whoever owned them took care of them, fed them, clothed them, worked them. They became dependent, and that dependency is still there." The Democrats right here who depend on the black vote to get elected, they make them dependent on them. Again, this is the quote from the commercial dispatch in this morning's paper. Today I spoke with Supervisor Leroy Brooks and Jeff Smith, who tell me that they feel Sanders sums up blacks as nothing.
It's just simple, and I'll say it. You know, Harry, it's time for you to go home. If you feel that strong about black people, you're sitting at the head of the table, you represent the county in economic development. What if, as he would call it, a liberal entrepreneur read that and wanted to come to Columbus, they would say, what kind of board president that you've got that's leading the charge?
Supervisor Leroy Brooks calls for the resignation of President Harry Sanders. The comments in the commercial dispatch come just one day after Brooks makes a motion to move the Confederate statue from the courthouse to Friendship Cemetery.
He has said things for so long that people have normalized it as this Harry Sanders. And I've always said Harry Sanders has been a good businessman, but he shows no empathy and compassion for people.
The comments, in a nutshell, Brooks says, paints a picture black people mean nothing.
I'm going to have a hard time walking in that boardroom and wanting to interact with Harry Sanders when he's diminished black people to a state of nothingness.
Brooks says no one's going to be talking about the monument on the courthouse lawn or the state flag. Talks will now turn into handling the division that is apparent in our county, he says. Supervisor Jeff Smith says during this time in our nation, this now sets not only the county, but our state back.
To have one of our 5 county officials publicly state his opinion about black people in a negative way puts us behind the 8 ball in terms of being able to, first of all, appear to others as though we're moving forward, but more importantly, to be moving forward. It sets us back quite a bit.
Now, I did also speak with Harry Sanders by phone. He tells me that he has no comment to the comments that he made to the dispatch. He also mentioned that, the paper posted an opinion column calling for Sanders' resignation. He told me that they are the ones that should shut down. Supervisor Tripp Harrison also spoke with me by phone. He doesn't agree with the comments Sanders made and says that he doesn't feel that this reflects the Board of the Supervisors. You also may remember Harrison, along with John Holloman, they voted against moving the Confederate monument that's right here on the courthouse yesterday. That vote was 3-2. We're live at the courthouse tonight. Scott Martin, WCBI News.